It's Cody without the box, man. I'm doing this podcast as I drive. Real shit. But I just want to keep this thing going, rolling and steamrolling, man. I want to thank y'all for watching. The people who've been locked in, the people who haven't been locked in, the haters, the lovers, whoever. But yeah, I just want to have a stream of consciousness today. All right, we back, guys. I want to jump into the NBA playoffs right now. So, man, I don't want to sound like an old head, but I am definitely going to sound like an old head, man. Right now, to be honest, bro, I am not a big fan of none of the teams in this Final Four right now. And I'll just go through OKC. I like what they're doing as far as accumulating their draft picks, and yeah, very similar to the old big three with James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook. I think this team is slightly more developed because I think they've had more time and more picks to groom. But yeah, I think they're proving that they are a deep team and they have a chance to compete for a title. Obviously, they're in the conference finals up 3-1 on the Timberwolves, but we still got a little bit more time. Let's see what happens. And go down to the next team, the Timberwolves. I would say out of all, this is the team that I like the most, and it's because of Anthony Edwards. I like the grit that he plays with. I just think he has so much talent and upside. He's athletic. He can shoot. He can do a lot of things on the court. He can defend. He's not taking defensive plays off. You know what I'm saying? My biggest knock on LeBron, but yeah, I think he's in a position to be one of the best in the league. He has to get past, you know what I'm saying? It's an uphill battle of regaining this particular series, getting it back to competitive. So he has an uphill challenge for sure. But I think they're equipped as well. They have a little bit of depth. I'm not a huge fan of Rudy Gobert, but I get statistically when he's on the court, they're a better team defensively. But I think he slows them down, and he's terrible offensively, like awful. So that's it. That's my synopsis of the Timberwolves. I like what Julius Randle is doing. He's adding value right now. Now let's make it to the east side. You got the New York Knicks. I've always told you guys I'm not a fan of Cat, man. Cat, I don't like Cat's game, and I'm not a fan of Jalen Brunson either, man. I feel like they do have a well-balanced team with like the whole connection of all their players being at the same college or whatever. Got OG on the team as well, and Robinson. I feel like that adds a lot of depth and energy as far as the rebounding goes. But yeah, I just think they play weird. Their basketball style is kind of weird most of the time, like their isolations with Jalen Brunson and the way that they use Cat. I'm just not a fan of either of those two guys on a personal level. But I love Josh Hart. I love Mikal Bridges. So give them guys a little bit of faith. They're down 2-1 right now to the Pacers. I think they play tonight. But yeah, I mean, I think their biggest weakness is just going to be dealing with pace, defending. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you have guys like Cat and Jalen Brunson, they do provide you with a ton of offensive scoring power, but you do get the defense isn't going to be great when you have those guys on the court specifically. Then you got the Pacers, a team that I don't think anybody really is that deep into unless you're from Indiana. But Halliburton doing his thing. He's figuring out a way to get all these guys into it. Miles Turner, I can't tell you enough about how good Miles Turner is as far as like being a great role player for a championship contending team. And I think he's showing his worth as a player. He's one of them guys that every year is in the trade rooms for the Lakers to get him. And I get it. I understand it. He's a guy that can stretch the floor, rebound, and make the right play on offense and defense. So that team, they got a lot of role players like Obi Toppin. He's on there. You got a lot of guys, a lot of like wings that kind of are under radar as far as in the draft or just as public perception. A lot of guys that we don't really know that are great role players that add, like Naismith, that add value to it as far as offensive scoring power, rather it be, you know what I'm saying, making good plays on defense. You have a team that's kind of overall good. And I think that's what we're seeing with these four teams is like we're seeing what happens. We're seeing like the domino effect of the Big Three era. You're getting all these small market teams who compiled their draft picks and built upon the young players rather than like seeking like this Big Three whole thing, you know, like, yeah. And I think that's why they're in the position they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole KD era and LeBron era of doing things, just getting three of the best players thinking you're going to win is, I think that's out the window. And I think the CBA, the new rules made it so, you know what I'm saying, these type of things don't exist. Because as you see, the Denver Nuggets prove you need a full roster. These four teams are proving you need a full roster of guys. You need You need depth of 11. I'll say 9 players. I want to say 11, but like 9 players, you know, that know exactly their role on a team and basically guys that you have under control. So, yeah, my prediction for the winner, man, I'm going to say OKC Thunder. Just because of what, you know what I'm saying, what Shea's doing is one thing, but Chet in the post, Chet to me puts them over the other teams. Just because I feel like while he's definitely young and has a lot of improvements that need to be made, he just adds a versatility to that team that I don't think a lot of other teams have. You can compare him to Cat, but I think he's a little bit different as far as what he offers to the game. And with that being said, he puts them over the top. Jalen Williams, every player you could probably, for example, you can match these guys up against the Knicks, you can match them against the Pacers, and there's matchups across the board that favor the Thunder. But yeah, I'm excited to see who wins. I mean, I'm not watching every game. Like, I would say this is the least tuned in conference finals for me. But I get it. It's a new guard of guys, you know. Them other guys, their time has came and went. Like, I don't think a lot of these guys will be going back to the finals or making deep runs anymore. I just think they're old, you know. These new players are bringing a new energy and have actual teams. You know, that it's like the ego of the legends is why they can't have a team like this. Their demands and just having too much power over the roster puts them in a position to where they can't. They're setting themselves up for failure. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know where the NBA is going, man. Like, I don't know what to expect for it in the future. I hope the best for it, man. I can see. I just wonder what the numbers are. I want to take a look at these numbers when it's all said and done and get an idea of where they are with the numbers, man. Is it good? Is it bad? You know what I mean? Right now, like, I would bank on it being bad. So, man, this weather is so gloomy and rainy. I love the vibes, but sometimes when I sit in this type of weather too long, it seems like it becomes problematic. You know what I mean? Like, I love the rain, but like, I need a mix of both. Beggars can't be choosers type thing. But yeah, that's just kind of where I've been. I feel like I'm one with the weather right now. But I've just been tracking what's going on in the culture. I think the biggest thing that's been happening would be the streamer university, Castanet, the Avengers he created to make this team. So originally when it was announced and he was doing the all of the applications for it, I was kind of interested in it. Like, I thought it was a cool, dope concept when he came out with, I guess, the group of people that made it through the application process and made it to the university. I was like, wow, these are a lot of known people, and I feel like that those positions should have went to people with nothing. You know what I mean? Like bottom tier. You know what I mean? Like the bottom of just on the come up. So I was okay, it might just be like a popularity type of thing. So I can't say that I watched anything actually live, but I kind of watched, TikTok and some people reposting content about it. And I think overall it's a great idea. I think what it did was obviously there's tiers to everything. There's different levels to everything. Obviously you got the Castanets, Make Your Way Down, Agent, DDG, Funny Mike, Funny Marco, all these different talents in one space, TV Banks, all these people, like, just getting them all in the same place. I think it was a great way to get the content. I think they got a lot of content that can last forever and forever. This is something that I can see being a yearly thing that they do. And there was rumors that Kai had offers from major platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, all these big things. And I think it's just awesome that he, he took this power and he could have went a lot of different ways with it, but he made sure to, give it back. Even what he's doing, I guess it's called the Clover House with like Reggie and Rakai and all them, the younger dudes, him putting them in their own house. I think even that just goes to show what type of person Kai is, man. Like, I hope the industry doesn't get him out of his ways and make him become somebody that he's not. But I just thought the entire experience, what they were doing, I think it was great for the culture. For the culture of entertainment. Cooking with Kaya, India Love, a lot of female streamers represented, or female content creators represented it, and I think this should push a lot of the ones that aren't streaming to stream. Even myself, like, I looked at it like, man, what we're doing with YouTube, what we're doing with Hip Hop Weekly, what I'm doing with the reactions, even Out the Box podcast can be streamed, and then chopped down for YouTube. It's just giving me like different ideas on how to expand what that is that I'm doing. Out the Box being a huge conglomerate, and me just being my personal self, distinguishing myself from the brand and creating my own, content that fits me. I'm a person that's more than just music. Obviously, like, this is what Out the Box is. It's like music, culture, whatever, but I love finance. I love, I love sports. I love architecture, design. Very, very, sometimes I feel very, very trapped into the box of music. And that's kind of why, I've been kind of stagnant just with, I need to get back to my 3-a-day post. That was the most growth I saw. But sometimes I just can't fake the funk. I can't get on there and fake the funk. And that's what I have to be able to do. Through any drought, through any turmoil in real life, get on the camera and not, and keep putting that content out. Just stay consistent. That's my message to anybody that's watching this. I don't care if it's one person or a million people watching this episode. Stay consistent, man. Like, your emotions will be up and down. Like, you'll be happy, you'll be sad, you'll be in the middle, you'll be depressed, you'll be anxious, you'll be overly excited. Like, if that consistent thing is still there, like, I don't know if it's writing a song, I don't know if it's drawing a picture. If your goal is to draw a picture every single day, don't let anything stop you from doing that. Like, life is going to life. You're going to have great days, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have busy days, you're going to have days where you're just uninspired and you want to lay down and do nothing. I would just push you guys to keep going and figure out how to get that content out, like, no matter what. And I'm going back to the YouTube, that, like, the content that I'm making for the Out the Box YouTube. I just want to separate it for you people that I'm myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to branch off to my own page, but yeah, the content, posting it every single day is what's getting me the information and then the stats that's pushing me to make certain content, and kind of giving me like the guidelines of what success looks like that I've achieved already. And it just comes from the consistency. Like three videos a day, it'd be the one I least expect to be the most positive, and use that for yourself. Like, keep going. And you don't know what people will like, you don't know what people will dislike, but just be yourself and do not break off of the structure that you're creating. Okay, so the next topic, man, I want to get into is this Kid Cudi and P. Diddy situation, and even Young Thug's comments on it. Backstory, I've heard rumors for some time that this is what's happened, and that Cudi was in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I've kind of known that he tried to blow up his car or whatever. Or it hasn't been confirmed that it was P. Diddy, but the rumors are that it was P. Diddy. And I don't want to go into if I think that's right or wrong. I mean, obviously it's not right. You don't want to blow up somebody's car. But this whole narrative that Young Thug has on the internet with this whole snitching thing, I think he's playing it wrong, man. Everything he's done, to me, since he got out of jail has been the wrong thing. He's had the wrong perspective on it. He's still holding gun to a standard. He's willing to lose money and lose his career over the principles that he has set. This no snitching thing. And Kid Cudi is not a street dude. I don't think he was a part of the organization or for it to be snitching in that situation. You know what I mean? I guess that's why he said ratting. But even the rat claims just don't make sense. Like, that's real life testimony. He didn't have to do it, and that's fine. I just feel like Young Thug, he's locking himself in a chamber of being a real dude or being a real street dude, and realistically, none of this actually matters. None of the people that he held down or whatever are the same people that, you know what I'm saying, didn't do it for him. And it's a lot of different layers you can go into, like, oh, blah, 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 treat others the way you want to be treated. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like for him to call out somebody that has never claimed to be a street dude or live by them politics, to me, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's just like, I wasn't rocking with that. I'm not really huge on Thug right now anyway. I just feel like he's moving like somebody that's not on house arrest, that's not still on probation. You know what I mean? Like, they monitor what he does, they monitor everything, and I promise you, they saw that, and it's not going to give him positive returns on what he's doing for his situation, man. Yeah, the whole case is just crazy. I feel like they're creating a lot of, I don't want to say smoke screens, but why we're diverting from the actual case that they put him in, that he's supposed to be under trial for. Like, they're big time deferring from it, and that's why I'm like, it's a smear campaign. It's not. This isn't necessarily to get justice. I think it's to ruin a man's legacy. And when things are done like this, I just want to call them out. Like, this isn't about the survivors. This isn't about none of that. And I think we're in a weird place in society where people just want to see people fall. And it's rather interesting that the type of people that they want to see fall are very similar. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna jump back in. Give me 1 second. I'll see y'all in a little bit. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the podcast with that one. Just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to give you my message again. If you're creating this shit, creating this content, you have to be consistent with it. Do not give up. Keep going. Bro, like, it's going to rain today. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be cloudy. Like, I could tell you what happens is no matter what, the earth is going to spin and another day's going to happen. So we got to think that way. Like, we cannot let emotion or anything create something in us to where we don't do what we love and create. So that's it, guys. I love y'all. Peace. I'll see y'all on the next one. We out.